of myself is based upon art. First of all, art. Music is my passion. I got my first drum set when I was 7 years old. After my older brother, which is also a drummer, got his drum set when he was just teenager, 14, 15 years old. And I saw it and I was like, this is what I want to do. My grandparents were born outside of Israel. Grandparents from my father's side were born in Yemen, actually. In the Aden Bay. It used to be a British colony, and they used to live there. They had a really beautiful Jewish community there. And from my mom's side, they were born in Morocco, North Africa. But my parents, both of them, were born in Israel. My family, they're not religious. They're actually traditional, but more about the history and the culture of the Jewish people rather than like all the ceremonies of Judaism. And actually my grandparents from my father's side, they were actually interested about other religions. My great-grandfather used to read in the Quran, the Muslim holy book, and also the New Testament. When I joined the army, I was 18, basically a kid. In many ways, I felt honored to do this. Something about the mentality in Israel and something about the life in Israel that makes you feel like this is the right thing to do. My parents supported me 100% going to the military service. My entire family, we are 5 siblings altogether, they all served the army. My father served the army when he was 18. My mom did not serve the army. She came from a traditional family that didn't really support her going to the army. They preferred her going to school and then work. The only ones who really don't serve the army are the Hasidic Orthodox. Every time I think about the Hasidic Jews that live in Israel and don't serve the army, I remind myself that I live in very eclectic environment, and I'm trying to respect it as much as I can. But I do think that they should put effort to help the country whenever they can, because, as you know, going to the army is a law. It was kind of tough for me. I remember the first days were tough because you just wear the uniforms one day and the next day you were in a military base, following rules, strict rules, learning how to shoot a rifle. My case is a bit different from other because just before I recruited to the army, my father, doctors discovered cancer. The army decided that I should stay close by. I always see this illness that my father had, this cancer, as kind of a life savior. The fact that my father had this illness I believe it saved my musical career. Serving the army in many ways is beautiful because you find friends for life. And I was working with few musical groups that most of them were in my age. So we were all of us serving the army and doing music. So it was beautiful. I was lucky in many ways, but some other friends of mine, and it was hard for them to do music. When I was 24, 3 years after I finished the army, I decided that I want to fulfill a dream in music and become a musician in New York. Why New York? It's the perfect place to feel inspired through other people. I truly believe that New York, 200 years ago, it was very similar to what I've experienced for many years in Israel. Israel right now, it's like a big, beautiful orphanage. It's like so many children brought up together from so many nations to one place, and they just need to find a way to get along with each other. I'm really proud of my homeland, my real home. But the only thing that stops Israel from being an amazing world center is this conflict we have right now with the Palestinians. I see it as an amazing tree. Half of it is in the Palestinian side, and half of it is in the Israeli side. It's like both of us. We share the same tree. I just wish from both sides stop cutting the branches and let the fruits come out of it. I believe that it starts from inside.
להתחיל קצת לקלקל ולתקן עוד פעם. מה הזמן מסמן? זה הכל שאריות של החיים. ולחיות את הרגע, להתחיל לאסוף את השברים.